For our second example, I'm going to do a slightly more complex formula, which is going to be the area of a circle. The area of a circle is formula pi r squared, which can also be thought of as pi times r. Okay? So we're going to throw down some notes here. We're going to do, there are two variables. There's pi and r, okay? And there are two multiplications. And then there's a result. Okay? So we're just going to organize these similarly. We're going to do variables across the top, result at the bottom, and then we're going to line up these two multiply notes, do the two multiplications that we need to do. All right, and I'm going to start, actually, before I connect, I'm just going to set up the variables. So set up E for inspect. We'll call the first one pi, and we're going to set its value, default value, to 3.14. Okay, and we're going to set the second one to r for radius. And we'll do a default of 1 just because. Okay. And now we need to do the connections. Now, we're using the r twice. And so what we can, this gives us an opportunity to use the third type of connection, which is a fan. All right, and so we start the one that start with the variable that we're going to fan out to multiple multiply nodes. And then we select the two that it's going into because it's being multiplied in twice, and we click the fan connection. Now, like before, these are both ambiguous because each of those multiply nodes has two inputs and it doesn't know which one to connect that to. So you can see that the connection queue length is 2, which means we've got two connections queued up here to specify. So we're going to go from the out to the B side of the first, and then we're going to go from the out to the B side of the second. Okay, and it creates these two connections for us. Okay. And we'll see we've still got two more requirements to be satisfied on the multiply here. And so we're just going to do those 1, 2, 3 as a series connection. Actually 4. Let's go all the way down and just do this in one fell swoop. And we'll just say, okay, so series. So the first one, from the variable to the first multiply, we go from the out to the A side. Second one, from the multiply to the multiply, we go from the out to the A side. And then last we go from out to in. Okay? That creates all of those in series for us. Right, and we've got no more red, no more requirements to be satisfied. All of our variables or properties are set. And as you can see, we're using the same variable twice here. And what's nice about this is it's going to cache the value. It's not going to actually ask us to input the value, the r, twice. It's going to ask us to do it once. So we'll just test this out. We'll do execute. Pi 3.14. We're not going to change the value of pi. That's fine. Radius is 1. And tells us, therefore, that the area is 3.14, which makes sense. Pi r squared. Pi times 1 times 1, which is 3.14. So that works, it looks like. We'll just run it again. We'll leave the same value pi, and this time we'll say the radius is 2. We get 12.56, which is correct for 2 times 2 is 4 times pi is 12.56. So there we go, that works. And once again, because this is such a complex formula to remember, I'm just going to save it off. So I never have to remember it ever again. And we will call this one area of circle.ndoc. Verify, we'll clear, and then we'll open up our area of circle. Run it again. This time we'll do a radius of 4, 50.24. All right, so that works. That's great.